Hello and welcome everyone to part 2 of Field Service Lightning series. Today we are going to do everything that is related to setting up FSL in our org. A very quick introduction about me. My name is Khyati Mehta. I live in Kolkata, India. I'm working as a Salesforce developer at Cognizant Technology Solutions. I am a proud marketing champion. I also lead the Salesforce Women in Tech Group Kolkata. I have run multiple initiatives in India, like helping underprivileged children with Salesforce and helping special students with Salesforce, and for which I was recently featured on Salesforce blog for my outreach work. I love everything about community and helping and giving back to the community. Hence, I'm a community speaker, a trailhead mentor. I also have a blog of my own named as All About Salesforce and a podcast that I run, which is named as Salesforce Offbits with Khyati. You can always connect with me over LinkedIn and Twitter. I would be really happy to connect with you all. So today we are going to cover a lot of things. As you can see, I will cover each and everything, and while demoing, I'll also try to explain each and everything at the very step so that it's easy for everyone to understand. We will be installing the FSL package. We'll understand how to create profiles, how to create permission sets and assign them, assign field service layouts. We will set up FSL in our org. What is data integration rules? What is feed tracking? What is limit sharing in our org? What is enable entitlements, and we'll also update page layouts. So let's first quickly move to our org, and the first step would be enabling FSL. Now usually you can always request for FSL orgs, but for this demo purpose, I am using this demo org wherein I'll be installing FSL package in this org. So for that, the first thing that I need to do is I need to go to quick find and type in field service, and I'll see something called field service settings, under which I'll have to quickly enable this checkbox. So once I'll enable this checkbox, I'll be able to install the package and I'll be able to see everything that is under the package. So now it is successful, and we can also enable notifications if needed and click on save. Now, when this is done, I need to, the next step that I need to do is create FSL profiles. So I'll quickly go to profiles and create maybe 5 profiles or maybe 2 profiles for now. So I'll be cloning standard user and naming it as FSL admin. The same way, I'll create 4 more profiles. I'll clone a standard user and give FSL dispatcher and click on save. The next would be FSL mobile and click on save. FSL showroom and click on save, and the last one would be FSL contractor. And click on save. Now that we have created all our FSL profiles, the next step is installing the FSL managed package. Now to install the FSL managed package, you have to come to this link where we have, which is the installation hub, and you can directly install the package from here. So all you need to do is click on this install in production, give your creds. I just, oops, that's wrong. Okay, so once you get logged in, click on install for admins only, and click on install, and check this checkbox and click on continue. So this will take a little time to install. Once installed, you will see this managed package in your org. So after field service managed package is installed in the org, there are a lot of features that are available. The first is guided setup. The guided setup basically walks you through setting up visibility, processes, workflows, record types, layouts, and assignment rules for Salesforce features. It is basically from start to finish. It leads you through each step with easy to follow directions and navigable links to setting pages. The next is scheduling and optimization. Uh, Schedule optimization is based on several custom components, I would say, that help you fine tune your scheduling operations. Now, a set of rules and objectives that guide the schedule optimizer. You can basically use a scheduling policy to promote or de-emphasize factors such as business priorities, travel time, and customer preferences. The next is dispatcher console. The field service dispatcher console is the main working space for dispatcher. It gives dispatchers and supervisors a bird's eye view of all the operations that are happening in the package. It features a dynamic map and is highly customizable. It also has the Gantt chart showing upcoming appointments, active team members, and literally everything. The next is administration app. It basically manages optimizations, customize the dispatcher console, and update your managed packet settings in one place. After we are done with this, we'll have to provide some permissions. Like we'll have to create FSL permission sets and assign them to the relevant users. Now we do have certain field service players that fall into certain profiles. The first is admin. A Salesforce admin basically would take care of all the field service features and would set up user permissions as needed for our org. Then comes the agent. Agent is someone who will handle or who will work on the cases. He or she will also create work orders and also would book appointments from the dispatcher console. The third is dispatcher. Dispatchers build and manage appointments, assign mobile workers, and optimize the schedule based on workers' skills, routing, and job priority. The last is technician. These are the ones who will receive work orders and appointments from dispatchers or agents. So let's quickly move to our org and understand how we can how we can set up permission sets. You can clearly see the FSL package being installed in our org now successfully. Now let's just hover around to the app launcher and go to field service admin. Over here, you will see two packages being shown. So this is the part of the field service package. So we'll go to field service admin and then to the field service settings tab. So the getting started section, basically like this section, provides various tools and guidance for setting up field service lighting. We will review many of these elements in greater detail in the upcoming parts. So for now, we'll click on the permission sets, and you can clearly see over here, create permissions. All that we need to do is click on create permissions and wait for a certain amount of time, and you can see the permission set is up to date. So this is what we need to do for every field service dispatcher or agent or admin, for everyone. We just need to update it. Now that we are done, we'll click on save, and the changes are being saved. Now we'll have to assign this permission sets to our users, the users that we created. So for that, we'll again go to setup and users, click on users, and then the user that we like, my name, I'll click on my name, and then go to permission set assignments over here and click on edit assignment. And then you can just basically provide whatsoever permissions I need. Like for me, whatsoever permissions I need as a user. So for now, I will maybe give some, maybe field service admin permissions. Yeah, field service admin permissions, and then maybe dispatcher license, and maybe dispatcher permissions, and click on save. So whatsoever licenses you need, you all need to do is go to edit assignments and just provide these over here and click on save. So the permission sets will basically give your user access to the relevant objects, and of course the FSL functionality. Like I have given dispatcher, so it will give me the access to dispatcher console and assign the relevant permission set licenses to the user. So the FSL resource permission sets will be assigned whenever needed. So there is also something called limit sharing on FSL objects. So in a standard field service lighting implementation, we will limit sharing of FSL objects. Now, FSL basically utilizes custom sharing rules that correspond with the needs and realities of a field operation. Like, for example, sharing a work order with an assigned mobile resource upon dispatch, but of course not prior to that. So for that, go to setup, in the quick find, type in security. Under security, you'll find something called sharing settings over here. Click on sharing settings and click on edit. And over here, you can basically set the OWDs as needed. For now, maybe I'll set internal access for service appointment as private, service crew as private, service resource as private, service territory maybe as private, and maybe work order as private. And if you want to maybe basically if I want location to be public read only, so I can do that as well. You can basically choose any of the three you need and click on save. This is how you can limit sharing on FSL objects. So you can also update sharing configuration for the assigned resources. In here, we will basically enable out of the box sharing rules to share appointments with their assigned resources when the resource has been dispatched. So for that, again, go to setup, type in field service settings. You'll find something called field service settings, and all you need to do is check this checkbox. check, share, dispatch service appointments with their assigned resources. Once you check this, you'll have two more checkboxes. Click on the second checkbox as well, which is share service appointments, parent work orders with their assigned resources, and click on save. So this is how you can update sharing configuration for the assigned resources. Then there's something called data integration rules. Now, when enabling field service lightning, data integration rules are added to our org to allow field service objects to be automatically updated with geolocation information. The managed package uses this geolocation information to calculate service resource travel time from one service appointment to the other. Now, by default, the data integration rule setup does not allow the triggers to run upon geolocation field update. It is necessary to change this configuration to allow the managed package triggers to run and calculate the updated travel time. Otherwise, the scheduling engine won't function properly. So let's see how we can basically implement this feature in our org. For that, you need to again go to setup, type in data integration in your quick find box, find data integration rules, and then verify that the bypass triggers checkbox is unticked for field service lightning data integration rules. Now there are 6 field service geocode rules. So let's see for resource absence address, and all we need to verify is that this checkbox is unticked or not. So for over here it is unticked. Now again, we'll go for service appointment address and check. Yes, it's unticked over here as well. Service territory address is unticked. Then we'll go for member, like service territory member address, it's unticked. Then we'll go for work order address. Again, it's unticked. And the last one is for work order line item address. So this is also unticked. So this is how we can verify that the data integration rules are updated or not. The next is enabling feed tracking on service appointment. Now we can enable feed tracking on this particular object, which is service appointment, in order to allow chatter on service appointments. So for that, again, in the quick find, type in feature settings, and under feature settings, you'll find something called chatter. Under chatter, you'll find something called feed tracking over here. So click on feed tracking. Go to service appointment object, service appointment, and then enable feed tracking, and also check the status field and click on save. So you can basically enable field tracking in any of the objects you want, and you can clearly see beside the object's name that one field has been enabled. So this is how you can enable feed tracking on any object you want. For us, I have done it on service appointment object. Now there is also something called entitlements. We can enable entitlements. So for that, again, in the quick find, you have to type entitlements, and you will find something called entitlement management, under which you'll find something called entitlement settings. Now, what is entitlement management? It basically helps provide the correct service level to our customers. It basically includes a variety of features that lets us model and enforce service level agreements. So for that, I'll have to first click on enable entitlement management, which is already checked. Now, the next thing is adding this to the page layout. So for that, maybe I want to add this entitlements to my account object. So for that, I'll go to object manager. I'll go to account object in the page layout. Like we add for any other, thing for, like we need to add anything in our page, we go to page layout and we edit it. It's the same way. So I'll go to related lists, And over here, you can see entitlements. Just drag the entitlements to the layout and click on save and click on yes. So this is how you update your page layout with the entitlements. There is also something called page layout assignment. So the managed package equips field service lightning with valuable Visual Force components, custom fields, and related lists. Now these are exposed when page layout assignment is updated to the field service lightning one. Now we will update page layout assignments for of field service objects for profiles used for field service lightning. For that, again, I'll have to go to setup, object manager. I'll go to service appointment, click on service appointment in the page layout, click on page layout assignment, and then click on edit assignment. Now over here, you can basically choose all the profiles. So basically you need to use the editor to change, the page layout for all. So I'll be selecting all and maybe assign fields FSL service appointment layout, and I can basically save it. So I can assign any layout to any particular profile. So if I want to do the same for service resource, let's say service resource. So I'll go to service resource, click on service resource, go to page layouts, click on page layout assignment, go to edit assignment, and I can basically select all again, and as a service resource layout, and click on save. So I can do this for work order line items, operating hours, work type. I can basically do it for any object I want. So this will basically help to these are exposed to these are exposed when page layout assignment is updated to the field service lightning one. So while we are doing this, let's also enable the emergency dispatch map for the system administrator. Now we'll understand what is emergency dispatch and everything in the upcoming part, but how you can update is, it's very simple. You need to go to users, go to profiles, go to system administrator, click on system administrator, and find it enable custom permissions. Enable custom permissions. Where is it? Here, enable custom permissions. So over here, click on edit, and you can remove, according to your requirement. But maybe for now, I want to remove this one, height.map, and I'll just click on remove and click on save. So this is how you can enable the emergency dispatch map for the system administrator. So this will be useful for testing the emergency wizard, which will be covered in the later part. So this was all for today's session. I hope this was really helpful for you all. Thank you.